I've plotted a route from here, the Cock Hotel, to Banbury Cross, and that takes me about 30 miles. The conditions are very blustery, very windy. It may well rain. If it doesn't make it, I've got no backup. There's nobody here to help me, so I might get stranded in the middle of nowhere. And the good news is I have made it all the way from Stony Stratford, from the Cock Hotel to the Banbury Cross. The bad news is the lights on my wheel are telling me I've got about 35–40% of my battery left, and I've got to get all the way back, which is another 30 miles on 30%. The only hope I've got is that the strong wind that has been my enemy all the way here will be on my back all the way back, and therefore I'll be able to make it. Turn around and going back. So here's the latest position report. I've still got about 25 miles to go, just going up a steep hill there. Okay, it's uphill, but the app was saying I've got about 15% left. So this is not, I'm not going to get home, just a case of how far will I have to walk. Just telling me I've done 37.9 miles in 2 hours and 48 minutes and 17 seconds. Split speed 12.9 miles per hour. That's because I've backed things right down. And that's to make my point really, that if I want to get to the finish line, if I go at 25–30 miles an hour, that's going to drain the batteries. So yeah, I'm going along, going around about 15 miles an hour and just nursing this, because when it gets to 20%, it will start to slow me down anyway. And when it gets to next to nothing, it tilts you right back. I've had it on this wheel before, it tilts you right back, and then you can't ride it. 25 miles to go, 15% battery left. It's looking very doubtful. The question is, how far will I have to push this wheel? Let's find out. So here is the latest. Hopefully you can hear me above the wind. The wind is still on my back, which is good. I've got 19 miles to go, and I've just received my first power warning from the unicycle. So I've definitely hit 20%. And when you hit that, it starts to automatically reduce your ability to go fast. It tells you to please decelerate. If I just accelerate now, I'm going to do it. Oh yeah, right, that has tipped me back. That's tipped me back, and I've still got 19 miles to go. So I'm now reducing this to a crawl to see how many miles I can get out of it, because I really don't want to push it. So I've got 19 miles to go, and I'm on restricted power mode. Hope you all enjoy this. Hope you all enjoy watching me have to push this for your entertainment and for the furtherment of unicycle science. So I'm now doing about 10 miles an hour. It's actually starting to remind me of the 200 miler I did, the first long distance ride adventure I did on the old 9.1, which was laden out with additional batteries, and the maximum speed on that was about 12 miles an hour. Got so used to having wheels that will go a long way and go quickly. Riding slowly feels like it's hard work, but it's still going, yeah, I'm just plodding along at the moment. I'm going to go up a hill now, so that's going to kill it even more. So I've been going 3 hours and 45 minutes. I've done 46.77 miles, and the wheels just about had it. So I've still got about 13 miles to go. So I'm officially calling an end to the test. I'm not going to make 13 miles. I'm looking to make, if I make 3, it's going to be lucky. So instead, I'm going to abandon the plans, and I'm going to go at this point show the map where I am in terms of where I was trying to get to. So just zoom in on that, so you can see there I'm in Water Stratford at the moment, or thereabouts, and you can see there how far it is from where I started. to Banbury there, and I'm closer to Milton Keynes than I am to Banbury, but just not going to make it. But I'm a lot closer to Buckingham. I've just checked, and Buckingham is about 2.9 miles away. It is now 11:15. At 3 minutes past 12, there is a bus from there into Milton Keynes. So I'm going to get 3 miles at walking pace. I need to get going, otherwise I'm going to miss that bus. Okay, that's the plan. So, could I get back to the Cock Hotel? No, there's your answer.
Please decelerate.
That's it, it's dead. So it died 47 miles, 47 and a half miles. So when it runs out of battery, it gradually slowly tilts you back and back and back and back so you can't stand on it. And obviously it takes more power to go uphill than downhill. So it pushed me back and back on the hill going up until I couldn't stand on it, came off it, pushed it to the top of the hill, turned it back on, and I'm riding it down the hill. Now I can see in the distance there's another hill going up, so what I'll do is I'll ride it to the bottom of this hill and I'll push it up. So it did 47 and a half, maybe 48 miles before it threw me off completely. So my ride has just told me I've done 49 miles. 49 miles. I'm still riding, but it's not going to get me up this hill, I can tell you that now. So I'm just going to ride it here. So give me the next power warning, then I'll get off and push it. So I'm going to get off now. Turn it off and get up this hill. This is fun. It's cheating. It does not feel like cheating. Get back on now. Okay. No problems, I have to.
Your device is low battery.
Thank you.
Please charge it.
Oh.
Your device is low battery. Please charge it.
So I made it onto the bus in time, enough time to go to Tesco's and get some face masks, so I'm compliant with the law. And on the bus, you can see that. I found a bus with 240 volt plug sockets on it. Problem is, they don't work. So I got all excited thinking I could charge up, but there's nowhere to charge. So looks like when I get through there I've got about a 2-mile walk, which is better than a 15-mile walk. So I've been pushing it for 2 miles. I'm going to see if there's anything in it. I see if I can ride it this last little bit home. So let's see what happens if I turn it on. Because in theory pushing it might put a bit of power into it, not a lot. But if I can ride it for this last, let's see. So I'm riding again.
Your device is low battery. Please charge it.
Yeah, my device is low battery, please charge it. I reckon I've got about less than a quarter of a mile to go. I can see it, I can see it, I can see it through these trees.
Your device is low battery. Please charge it. Your device is low battery. Please charge it.
It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, my son's just opened the door, still in his pyjamas. Epic. Okay, now I'm riding again. This time I've been home, I've charged my wheel for about 4 hours, and now I'm going to ride home, from home to where my car's parked about 9 miles away. So in total today I'll have done about 60 miles. Well, there you have it. I'm back at the Cock Hotel. The church bells are chiming. It's just 6 o'clock exactly. What have I learnt on this little adventure? Well, first of all, the KS18XL is a brilliant wheel, but it's not going to give you the mileage it claims on the box. But it's still pretty good, and I got 50 miles out of that before it tipped me off. And that was in some really horrid windy conditions. On a nice sunny day with no wind, I guarantee I would have got more. What else have I learnt? I mean, when I got home then, I charged it up, and within a few hours, I'd got it back to about 30%, 40%. And so I've actually ridden then, I've done about 12 miles again, so I've done about 62 miles in total today. So if you want a long distance wheel, you know, this is pretty good. It will go a long way in one day. And the beauty is, this thing's got 2 charging ports as well, so you could charge it in twice the speed with standard chargers. If you then increase the ampage of your charging, the chargers, then you can charge it even faster. So this wheel suddenly has got a lot of opportunities for going a long way in one day. If you stop a couple of times, have a bite to eat in a cafe or a pub or somewhere, and charge it up, you can get a lot of distance out of one of these wheels in one day. But not what it says in the box. What else have I learned? Okay, having been at home for a few hours and watched back some of the footage, I have learnt that I need to get my eyebrows under control. And those of you out there that love me and know me, why aren't you telling me these things? Why aren't you saying to me, Jonathan, trim your eyebrows? What else have I learnt? I've learnt that long distance riding is a lot of fun. But if I'm honest, it's much better with a friend. So if you're out there, you think about doing long distance, I encourage you to do it. But for safety and for fun, maybe partner up with a good friend and go out and have some good fun. Because when you do it with somebody else or with other people, it really is a lot more fun. So that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, click the like and the subscribe, and tune in next time on Wheel Life and see what more adventures and fun we can have. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.